It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Okay, now's your cue. Come on.
Okay, welcome to the GESARA show.
Glad to have you on board today. Glad to see all your smiling faces. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Linda. Hello, Claire, Richard. And we got Zoom users, and we've got iPad 3s, and we got Stella. We got Chris. We got Robert. We got Richard. Okay, man, Phil, good to see you. Jack, good to see you there,
yeah,
Jack.
But he's not in his truck, is he?
He's not in his truck. He's at home.
He's at home.
He's at home, resting and whatnot, for at least a couple of days, Jack, at least a couple of days. 3 days. 3 days.
3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
3
Hello,
days resting.
Robbie.
So that's why they cut off Nord Stream 1 for a few days.
Don Williams in the house. Don Williams. Okay.
Don Williams. Wasn't he a music producer?
Well, he was a legendary country music star.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to get Don to sing a song for us a little bit.
No, I was confusing with John Williams, wasn't I?
You got your guitar, Don? You got a guitar? Do you play, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Love it. We'll have to do a duet. Oh, yeah. Lots of fun. Kevin Kessler in the house as well. Hello, Corey Mayer. Good to see you. Yeah. All right. So, I heard it was Simon's birthday today.
Simon's birthday.
Simon's birthday.
Should we have a sing-along for Simon?
Right. Well, I've got some stuff here, so we'll do that. We'll do that a little bit later on. All right. But glad to see you're all here today. So let's see where everybody's from. Joplin, Missouri. Hello, Tammy. And who else? Where's everybody from? Put it in.
We got hi guys. Happy birthday, Simon. Garnet Valley,
Mississippi, Garnet Valley,
near Winchester, UK.
Amarillo, Texas. Champions Gate, Davenport, UK. Florida.
Cove.
The Cove.
Belgium.
Right. Arizona.
Mississippi.
Belgium.
Wales.
Okay. Alberta, Canada. All right. Everybody's from around
Coventry,
Sydney,
Northamptonshire, Sydney.
Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay.
Manchester, UK.
Northern Ireland, California.
California, isn't it?
California. Yeah, California. All right.
Bodmin, Cornwall.
Paul and Sue from Spain. Glad to have you on
Somerset,
board.
England. All
right. New Zealand.
Kensington, Connecticut. New Zealand. Hamilton, UK.
Central Iowa. Is that near Ottumwa? Ottumwa is Central Iowa. Is that near Ottumwa, Rick?
Okay. Hi, everyone from Athens. That's Kirky.
Is that the Kirky from Athens? Good to see you, Kirky. All right. And
Corfu.
Okay.
Sao Paulo, Brazil.
I always mess that up. All right. Lisbon. Iowa. Iowa. Rick is from Lisbon, Iowa. Okay.
Myrtle Beach, SC. What's that?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
South Carolina. That was the one. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Indiana.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Lewisburg, Ohio. North Carolina. Okay, they're kind of stopping now, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Would you please repost your new email address, please?
Okay. All right. So here we go. Billy at GESARA
dash.
If I am the worst typist in the world.
Shall I type it? Well, you type yours, I'll type mine.
All right.
But the old one still works. It's not
the old one still works. Okay, so there's a new one.
They go into the same mailbox.
GESARA show, Billy-GESARA-show.com. Okay.
Peter at GESARA-show.com as well.
Okay.
But they go into the same mailbox. It's not like it's a different mailbox. But what I am working on is a new website for GESARAshow.com, which will be separate from the forum, which gives more of background information about the show. And there are various changes being worked on already. It's not ready enough that I can show you anything yet, but I'm definitely working on that project.
Right.
And that will make it look even neater.
There you go. All right. So, who's ready for some experience points today? Okay. Anybody ready for some experience points? Okay. Here's a trivia question for today. All right. So does anybody know where the original tune and what it was called for the Star Spangled Banner? The actual tune, the melody, okay, was called something else and was actually written in 1776, but it was not adapted. The words that Francis Scott Key, okay, wrote, that is now known as the Star Spangled Banner, all right, was actually not adapted to that music until the early 1900s. Does anybody know what the original song was called?
Well, I've seen this, but I'm not going to say it.
And the words to that song. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is fun. It comes from the north of England, or is it Scotland? I can't remember.
Give me just a moment here. I have to get this.
It's a drinking song.
This is a drinking song. This is a British drinking song, no less.
Okay? That's right.
All right. So let me get this here and we'll share the screen and we'll go to his. Okay. To Anacreon in heaven. Phil, you have got 1,000 experience points here today. That is correct. It is called To Anacreon from Heaven. Okay.
Is Phil Hobson in the UK? This is the question I'd like to know.
All right. So here is the original song. Okay. And this is from Wikipedia. All right. But these are the original verses to the song. Now, this was a British drinking song. And you would have to get drunk and then do the song. Now, everybody knows how hard it is for, people to actually sing the Star Spangled Banner because it goes through many different octaves. All right. So whenever you do this, you have to sing it correctly whenever you're drunk. All right. So with that said, here is the way the song would actually sound. All right. So I'm giving this and I'm making sure that we're new share and we're going to this.
To Anacreon in heaven, where he sat in full glee, a few sons of harmony sent a petition that he their inspirer and patron would be. When this answer arrived from the jolly old Grecian, voice, fiddle, and flute no longer be mute. I'll lend you my name and inspire you to boot, and besides I'll instruct you like me to entwine the myrtle of Venus and Bacchus's vine.
All right, so that's how the original song went. And again, these are the actual 6 verses of the song. You can find that on Wikipedia. Again, it's called the Anachronic Song. This is for the Anachronic Society. And that's your little piece of history today. Okay. Also on today's event was the first submarine attack in 1777, actually. All right, September 7th, 1777 was when the first submarine made an attack on a British vessel. It was a United States vessel called the Turtle. The Turtle. Okay, let me show it to you. All right, give me just a second. Let me make sure I got this here. Get this off of here, and we'll go to the turtle. Okay. This is what the turtle looked like. Okay. And it was a very small vessel. All right. And as you can see here, it had a detachable mine. It had an attaching screw. And what they would do is they would go underneath the vessel and actually drill a hole and then attach this to the hull of the ship. Okay. Here was the propeller and safety weight and everything else. It was a one-man vessel, but that was the first. That was the first submarine. Thought that was very interesting.
Wow.
Okay. But little pieces of history. Okay. But anyway,
did it work?
No, it didn't. It failed. Okay. The bomb did not get, the mine did not go off as anticipated. No, it failed. But that was the first attempt to use a submarine. Okay.
Okay.
So, yep. Yeah, it was portrayed in the series Washington Spies. I believe that was where was that on? That was on something. I forget the channel it was on. But anyway, that was that. Yeah, little pieces of history we like to go through every once in a while. Booms happening. We have lots of booms happening, don't we, Peter?
Oh, yes, there are lots of things happening. We just heard some things from Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more happening. And, you get the feeling we're getting inching closer and closer to whatever's going to happen. And it's just, we're saying, get on with it. But I also get the feeling there's a reason we're having to wait.
Oh, yeah, there is a reason. I mean, everything has to be done by the book. All right. And as we grow closer, everything is getting done by the book. Okay. And it's very interesting now that the Judge Cannon has appointed a special master to oversee the documents that they seized from Mar-a-Lago, that the FBI received from Mar-a-Lago. Now the press, the Washington Post and all the liberal media press are getting leaks from the FBI saying Trump had this, Trump had that. Man, they're trying to put their fingers in the dike, and trying to create a narrative. And that's not going so well. All right. And we had another person that left CNN the other day, on his own. He wasn't fired, but he did leave on his own. Peter, your camera is going fuzzy for some reason.
My camera's going.
Your entire image is fuzzy.
Strange, because it looks normal to me.
All right, I don't know why, but it looks fuzzy to me. But anyway,
could it be my shirt? Because I
no, I don't know. No, it's. But you're looking fuzzy. I don't know if it's the internet.
I know because I'm looking at it myself and I'm fine. It's looking perfectly normal. So everybody else is. Am I looking fuzzy or not?
All right, so just Grant looks funny. It is Billy. It's me.
Billy. Billy's looking fuzzy. Okay.
No, okay. All right. So I'm all right. So
Looks
I'm
clear,
fuzzy.
Peter.
It's my eyesight. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Not fuzzy. All right. Fuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy.
Did you clean your glasses before the show?
I did. I did clean the and everybody else looks good except for you. You're fuzzy. All right. It may be just me. All right.
I mean, I'm looking at it here. I look perfectly normal.
You look perfectly normal. Okay. Well,
I'll just go with that. Now.
All right. It may be just me. It may be just my computer or whatnot. Doc got hacked yesterday. My friend, Doc,
really?
Dr. Q's boombox. Yeah. And, I had to, he got on the phone with me. He said his computer crashed and everything else. And I got on there. And one of my favorite little lines was, whenever I would help people with their phones, over the phone when I worked for Asurian, and whatnot. And they would say, man, it just came back. Everything's working perfectly now. And I do have this ability to intimidate technology just by the sound of my voice. He got on the phone with me and all of a sudden his computer came back up.
Right.
It happened just like that. It was funny. And then I had to do another exorcism this morning. He called me and he said, I don't know what's up with my, wait a minute, it's coming back on.
Yeah.
So, but that was kind of funny this morning.
Think sometimes you have days when the technology just goes haywire.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've had this in the show often enough when I've kind of suddenly sort of lost the connection or whatever in the middle of the show. That's happened before as well. So let's touch wood that it doesn't happen today.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
If I'm already fuzzy.
Oh, man. All right. So what else do we want to talk about today?
I'm also making changes to the website. I said that I'm setting up GESARA-show.com. If you go there now, it'll just take you to the forum. But that's going to change soon. We're creating a new website which is going to showcase the show, where you will have articles about the show, explaining the background and that kind of thing. And I'm working on that now. I don't know how long it's going to take. It may take a week or so before it's ready enough to put online. Or I don't know. It just depends on how much time I have available to work on it. But it should look good when it's finished. I've registered a new PayPal account for the payments, because some people are still getting confused with the support at Gadget Heaven email address used with that PayPal account. And I thought it was about time we had one specifically for the show. So I'm in the process of setting that up. I'll be switching it over in the next day or two, I think.
All right. So what do you think about Truss becoming the new prime minister and the fact that she had to go to Scotland to meet with the Queen up at Balmoral in order to become prime minister? Isn't that a breach of protocol? Isn't that supposed to be done in Buckingham Palace?
That's right. Normally she should go to Buckingham Palace. And in fact, it's quite normal in the past that the prime minister has a weekly meeting with the Queen in Buckingham Palace. She's been doing that for decades,
Right.
But of course, she's not in Buckingham Palace. Okay, so you could accept her, the PM going to the other place, Windsor Castle. But now she's up. And what was Charlie saying, that all the Queen's staff has been exchanged?
Yeah, that is also very strange, because she is very loyal to her staff.
That's right.
Okay. Well, I guess, it doesn't matter anymore. The entire staff was dismissed, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what Charlie says. I've been to one of these houses. I've been to the place in Suffolk. What was the name of the place where her winter hideaway? Balmoral, I think. Is it Balmoral?
No, I thought Balmoral was in Scotland.
That's
where
right.
She's at. That's where she's at now.
Sandringham.
Right?
Sandringham. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. Sandringham. That's right. I've been to Sandringham, and I talked to some of the staff. In fact, I sort of said, I asked if they were servants, and they said, no, we're not servants, we're staff.
Right. Yeah.
There was almost anger that I'd said servant.
Yeah. It's an insult to actually call them servants, because they are staff.
That's right.
And they don't consider themselves servants. They considered a great honor in order to serve at Buckingham Palace.
That's right. So yes, I remember Sandringham. She wasn't in residence at the time, so I was able to go inside. Maybe I'll stick some pictures up of my visit to Sandringham on this part of the show.
I mean, it's all academic anyway. We know she's already dead. In the stuff that they showed of Truss shaking hands with the Queen, it was all Photoshopped. You could tell right off it was Photoshopped. And Truss was put into a picture with the Queen from years ago. Okay, it was not real.
That's right. Well, you can't trust anything anymore, can you?
No. I mean, we know that. I mean, because we showed on Sunday's show where we can deceive you, just visually, and I can make you believe anything that you want to believe. I'll prove it right now. I'm not sitting across in Illinois with the arch behind me. It's a clear sunshiny day, and you look at it, it's overcast. All right, so let's just do this. I'll show you exactly what's behind me. Okay.
Do we really have to see all dirty washing again?
There it is. That's my bedroom. Okay. All right. Dirty laundry everywhere. So there you go. I can fool you. I'm not sitting in front of the arch. Okay.
I'm not sitting in front of the Cologne Cathedral and the Hohenzollern Bridge and the Rhine.
No, but I think it is time to show them exactly where you're sitting. Don't you think?
You want to see where I'm sitting?
Oh, well, no. I mean, you showed me earlier. Okay,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. We're saving that.
You have a new studio. You have a new studio. It was recently built. Okay. So yeah, we can make you believe anything we want you to believe just by changing up the video source. So you can only believe, don't believe anything you see and only believe about half of what you read. Okay.
As much as half.
In fact, we'll show you physical evidence of what actually happened to the Twin Towers this Sunday.
We have quite a lot of material.
We have quite a lot of material for Sunday. Yes.
And in fact, we have so much material, I'm thinking we might skip the news section on Sunday and go straight into it, because we had so much very interesting material. And we will bring a connection to GESARA as well. And I've got a great bonus video as well. And I've got some great, I say there's no shortage of material for Sunday's show, put it this way. And this is something I think both Billy and I investigated very thoroughly over a long time ago.
Oh yeah. We both have, evidence that it never really happened the way they said it happened.
Yeah, I spent way too many hours investigating really deeply into what was happening. And it's going to be an awesome show. So if you have any questions as to what happened on 9/11, come and watch our special. It'll be mind blowing.
Oh yeah,
we're going to be showing you the best info which we've collected.
And if you want to see a movie regarding of what happened to the gold in Building 7 that collapsed, that predicted what was going to happen, all right, watch Die Hard with a Vengeance with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. It'll explain exactly how it was done.
That's right.
The distraction, and then you make them look over here when you're doing something over here.
That's the old magician's tricks.
For sure.
Get people looking. I remember when I went to see David Copperfield on stage, you were not allowed to take cameras in there, but you were allowed to take binoculars. Yes. So I got my binoculars and I was looking really closely at what was happening. And I did see some sort of wheels with strings being pulled and those kind of things. But there was still so much in there in that show where even if I was looking really closely at binoculars, you could not work it out what she was doing.
Right. I remember in 1980, my parents got tickets for me to go see Doug Henning. If everybody remembers the magician named Doug Henning, back in the early 80s. It was my birthday back then. And they got me front row seats, and he asked for a volunteer from the audience for his metamorphosis trick, for the illusion. And I got up there on stage, pounded on the box and everything else, and made it all, and then when he pulls up the drape and he goes 1, 2, and 3, and then he drops the drape, and there's a woman standing there, and he's inside the box with the handcuffs on that she was put in there for. All right. Very, very, very quick, very, very what? I saw it all happen live right in front of me. It was, and I saw the trick and how it worked. Yeah, I didn't blow it, but I saw the trick and saw how it worked. But anyway, shall we get into things?
Yeah, I did go to a couple of events at the weekend, and we were told it would rain, and then I discovered even the weather is now fake news because it was sunny. But that's not really important. Like the weather during Biden's inauguration, it was cloudy and overcast, but he was bathed in sunshine. Yeah, well, I remember the inauguration of Biden, the so-called inauguration. I watched the replay, and it was interesting how the sky kept jumping. Yeah, because normally the sky goes across very slowly, but it was just going there, then it was there, and then so it was obviously something which had been edited, because there's one thing they couldn't change, it was the sky. Right, exactly. And snow flurries. There were snow flurries that day, but you didn't see any snow flurries during the broadcast of the inauguration. Yeah, no, but there were plenty of snowflakes watching. Yeah, there were plenty of snowflakes watching. That's for sure. So that's where the snow went.
Exactly.
So let me see. Yeah, otherwise, I think it's time to get ready for the news. Getting into it.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, right, that's right. A little word to our friends on YouTube and, in fact, Telegram. This is where the show ends for you because you have to be a subscriber to see the show.
And besides that, I say naughty things.
And that's right. This. He starts saying naughty things when we start with you. No, that I have to keep beeping it in the recording. Another thing is during the editing of the last show was particularly slow, and there was two of the reasons for that was that Donna 2's microphone was extremely low volume. So Donna, could you check your volume, because I had to raise the volume by 10 decibels, everything you said, and that cost me an extra half hour or something like that.
You're right.
And the other thing was somebody posted something in the chat meant for me personally, which was, and of course, anything you write to me in the chat is recorded on the video. When you're watching the recording, you see the chat on the side.
Be careful what you put in the chat. Okay,
that's right. Yeah.
Don't put any criticisms. Let's not diss anyone or what have you. But so let's just keep it nice, keep it friendly. We appreciate.
That's right. Yes. Okay. So those two things, they did hold me up. I think the chat correction cost me about an hour in fixing that. But that was right. We love your comments and everything, but let's keep it nice. That's right. Let's keep it nice. Okay. Okay.
Cajun Girl, it wasn't you. We just
it was Peter, not Cajun.
It was not Cajun Girl. No. We're not going to point any fingers, but we will. But I definitely can say it was not Cajun Girl.
No, I can confirm that it was not Cajun Girl. Okay. We all love what she has to say, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So right now we come to the important bit. Now we're used to the fact that you guys see me putting on a hat for the news, but now we're going to have the very first example of something else. And there we go.
He's got a new background. That's his new studio that I was talking about. Just recently built. So now you know when it's news time when you watch the video.
There's actually a spinning globe behind me, but of course, when I'm sitting here, you can't see it because my head's in the way.
Right.
But we always put a spin on something, don't we?
We put a spin on something. Speaking of spin. Okay, no, this is not spin. Charlie mentioned the docs that Derek Johnson did put out, and we have not reached out to Derek Johnson in order to get him on our show. Maybe we can do that at some point, but we'll see. But I'm going to paste the website where Charlie talked about those documents. Okay, that Derek put out. Okay, so there is the website in the chat, thedocuments.info. Okay,
right.
Documents.info. So if you want to do a deep dive on everything, there are the documents for you. Okay. That Derek put out. It's news time.
It's news time, and we have a new background, and we're always trying to improve the show somewhat. And I worked on this today, creating the background, and I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great.
And so on to the news.
News. Everybody knows that news is an acronym, right?
Yeah, north, east, west, south.
No, north, east, west, south. That's right.
In fact, for the people on the recording, I have an extra surprise.
No, we're not going to do a black hat. We're not going to do a black hat. I
should have got a white hat. I should have got a white hat.
You should have gotten a white hat. Yeah.
Well, I got a gold hat.
I have a gold hat. I told you about it. I'll have to pull it out. Okay.
Because you want the gold to flow. That was the thinking behind it.
Exactly. Yes.
So okay. Right. Today is Wednesday, which means our friend Julie has provided the news. It's less work for me.
Mm-hmm.
and she does compile the news pretty well.
Yep. Now, people sometimes complain about Judy because you put in there things that, come out not to be true. Like yesterday, JFK Jr. was supposed to come out on a Telegram channel. You saw that posted in Judy's report on there and everything else. I think she puts those things in there to throw off the black hats, to throw off the cabal, okay, to make them, expend energy. So.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I mean, I've learned to ignore those as well, those comments, and that's why I don't read them out, because she's often sort of advertising some obscure Telegram channels which nobody's a member of, and then they're just gathering addresses of people who are actually reading the news thing. I think I joined one with a false name because I have more than one account. Just to see what happens, and then nothing comes. They talk about Trump doing a live stream or whatever. Nothing never happens.
Well, Edge will not allow it to. McAfee says it's not a real link. Okay, to the documents info. Yeah, it is a real link, and I opened it in Brave. Okay, so get the Brave browser or get Firefox or something like that. Stay away from Google and Edge and things of that nature. So I don't know what you're having problems with, but it works for me.
It works for me. I just clicked on it. It works for me fine. Comes off with 1776 Nation and fact check this and this whole thing. Yeah, but see, some browsers are actually, stopping you visiting certain websites.
Google bad.
Yeah, Google is really bad. Yeah.
Google bad. Edge bad. Okay. Got to get away from those.
But Edge is at least better than Google.
Right. And Edge is better than Google. Okay. DuckDuckGo is better than Edge. All right. Brave is better than that. Firefox, I actually love a lot. So.
But Firefox is also one of the bad ones.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Firefox does censor some things. Brave, I use Brave, and I think Brave is good. It's not only is this a good program. I mean, you can use all the add-ons which work with Chrome,
right?
And you can synchronize between computers without telling anybody who you are. They've got a very clever system for doing that, and they have their own search engine, which is good.
Right. Yep.
So I'm a great fan of Brave. I use Brave most of the time.
Where DuckDuckGo is just an add-on to Google. Okay. Versus
in fact, DuckDuckGo has gone downhill. It used to be good.
Yeah.
But they've started to censor as well on DuckDuckGo. So it's probably because they're full of quacks there.
Yeah, they are full of quacks. I'm quacking myself up. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'm sure people think, what are these two idiots talking about?
All right. Let's get into it. Yeah.
When I was working on the website today, I was actually writing a text about what the show is about, and I had a bit of fun describing, that we're informing with entertainment and humor. With the U from humor in brackets because of being Anglo-American and things like that. So I think it'll be quite interesting when that comes out on that website.
Yep. Maybe we should start our show with a quack me up song. What do you think?
No, I think we should not go too far.
Let's go back in history. Let's go back to David Dees and do the Disco Duck. Remember that song, Disco Duck?
Yeah, I think unfortunately I
do. Chicken dance. Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's
go ahead. Yeah,
I've got the hat. I've got the news emblem. We're not
doing the news. Okay, go.
Go right. Okay.